This is from Geopold. He's a good boy. The UK is doomed. Let's have a watch.
Don't give a fuck. And today I'm gonna explain why you shouldn't either. Trust me, you're gonna want to
I love this guy's editing, man. It's so good.
stick around because this
Hang on, let me put a... I need to put chat on so you guys are actually in the VODs and stuff. Hang on. At the bus stop. A sucking cock. Oh my god, big dick. Hey, look at my ass. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Amitha, for the 20. Can you check Phil Videk? Oh, that's the one Albino played, right? The alcoholic night game. I do want to try that. I was saying hi, YouTube. Oh, that's what all the people do. That's sick.
is gonna get crazy. I mean, you want to...
Thank you, Gimme, for the 5 months. Just turned 19. Gonna build a pyrocynical motorcycle. How are you gonna do a pyrocynical motorcycle? That's interesting.
By Britain being in absolute uproar over the color of a flag on a football t-shirt is all...
I'll be honest, I feel like I'm the only person in the UK that does not care about football. My family tried so hard to get me into football. I remember my nan, she bought me like a poster of football. Like a calendar to go in my room, and like each one was a different team. You know, to try and get me into football. Like I didn't care. I played rugby as a kid a little bit, but I never cared about football. It's soccer. No, soccer. It's not called soccer. Shut up. It's called football. In the UK, where real men live, it's called football. You are wet.
Macedonia's fault, don't you? Of course you
The sound effects he's using, I can't tell if it's a TTS donor coming in or not.
do. Okay, so if you happen to be blessed enough to be living outside of this grey little island, you probably haven't heard of all this drama. Essentially, Nike revealed their new official England football kit, and fucking tragedy, absolute horror. They minorly changed the colour of the tiny flag on the back of the...
Why is that meant to... Did they put like the bisexual pride on that? What is that? What did they do to the flag? What did they do to that? I don't understand. Can you turn on subtitles? Shut up. Like you can't understand him.
Now, whilst I do think it was unnecessary, and to me makes no sense to temporarily change...
Why did they do that? They just put bisexual on it. Why did they do that?
The colour of a flag for...
Asexual flag Lamau. Is it asexual? Hang on. Why did they do that?
a sporting event, especially since it represents the national team's shirt. I also just don't...
Come on! Have you guys seen the video where this guy goes, "Come on, England! Score some fucking goals!" Hang on. Come on, England! This guy's 28, by the way. This is a 28-year-old man. I've got about 12 months left before Twink Death, and I lose it all.
So just don't give a fuck. The only element I kind of care about in this situation are flags. I mean, bruh, anyone seen that new Bougainville flag? Yeah, that should go crazy. And to me, neither of these football England flags are good. So I came up with my own proposal. I think it catapults the other two out of the water, honestly. Anyway, I'm not trying to...
That would be a good flag. That'd be a very good flag. You should need to put like KSI's face in there somewhere.
I come across like I'm too...
We're probably going to reach a point where they put KSI like a £5 note though.
Good for football and not caring and trying to be nihilistic and cool. I know how much the footy means to a lot of people on this island. How a lot of dudes don't touch grass outside of...
Stone Island. Stone Island. I remember I went to like... When I used to go clubbing when I was like 19, there was I went into a nightclub and I was wearing a Stone Island pullover. And the guy says to me, like, you can't wear the Stone Island inside. You need to take the patch off and we'll give it you back at the end of the night. And imagine me at 19. I'll show you what I look like. That was me at 19.
That wasn't the bisexual flag, that was Tyvor flag.
All I'm going to say is, me at that age, I didn't look very intimidating. So telling someone that looks like this to basically take off the patch like they're going to be a threat to the people in the club, crazy. What's the Vor Bride flag? No. Oh, no. Wait. Oh my god, bro. It's the same. It is the same colors. What were they thinking? It's the same colors. What were they thinking? God damn. We got some sleeper agents in there, man. That's crazy.
It's their only source of excitement, evidently. But my true thoughts on this...
Having a fight outside a William Hill betting spot, that's crazy. Look at this guy. Like, thinks he's in Outlast. What's with the camcorder? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Evidently. But my true thoughts on this matter are actually pretty deep, and I will get to explaining them in 1 second. First, I want to clear up some stuff real quick. A big misconception about this situation is that Nike changed the flag to be more inclusive for trans people.
I just love the word woke. It's got no meaning anymore. It's got no meaning anymore. Woke. It's gone woke.
I guess because the trans flag is blue and pink.
It literally looks like the Vor Pride flag. And thank God mainstream media does not know about that, because they would actually, it would be over. It looks nothing like the trans pride flag. Nothing. It looks like the Vor Pride flag, though. Looks exactly like that. It's a little bit scary. Looks nothing like the that's a cope. That's a big fat cope. My face when color. My face when blue color used.
Tiny bit like this new flag, but that's like me saying I'm Japanese because the Japanese flag is red and white, same as the England flag. Don't think that's the case, honestly. Yeah, it turns out this is more of a case of people exploding over something without doing the slightest bit of research and just blindly listening to what politicians are telling them. Nigel Farage angrily called it woke. Lee Anderson said, "This virtue signaling, pearl clutching woke nonsense must stop.
Woke.
Any more of this and I'll be on the first flight to Rwanda." Brother, I would instantly change our official flag if it meant
trans UK flag.
I could see this sheltered, wrinkly man-child pussy go a week in Rwanda without crying. Imagine that for reality TV, bro. Anyway, if, unlike these guys, you actually do approximately 1.5 seconds of research, you'll figure out the actual reason Nike changed it was that it was inspired by the training kit worn by England.
I mean, I think Nigel Farage is kind of funny. I will admit, I do think he's kind of funny. I saw this one video where he was saying, like, up the Ra, like the IRA. And then he got confronted about it on a TV interview, and he was like a little child being scolded. It's like, up the Ra, Nigel. What does that mean, Nigel? Let's see if we can find it. Is this where he gets confronted afterwards?
Is for Brian Kelleher, Brexiteer, and I hope you have a great birthday. This comes from your good friend Aidan. Now, it's a bit early in the day, so all I've got actually is coffee, but I hope you enjoy a few pints with the lads tonight. Up the Ra.
Forecourts.
Where is it? Where is the bit? Oh, there's a bit where it's like, up the Ra, Nigel. Oh, yeah, I think I found it.
Now, it's a bit early in the day, so all I've got actually is coffee, but I hope you enjoy a few pints with the lads tonight. Up the Ra.
Up the Ra, Nigel. I mean, I know that you said sorry. I know you get 87 quid. It's entirely within your rights to do that. But come on, don't try and lecture.
Up the Ra, Nigel. It's like a kid being pulled into a classroom, and it's so funny. That's so funny. But so if you didn't know, Nigel Farage has like a cameo. He does like the worst. Like he will do basically anything. I'll see if I can find some.
James Marston, what did you do with Big Chungus? We know you're the sus imposter, and I saw you vent in electrical. What did you do with that wish delivery the other week, James? Use code Among Us. $20 discount on James Marston.
It's funny because people on Cameo, some of them can be so stingy. Like, I remember getting the voice actor for Solid Snake to say based, and he literally refused to say the word based because, like, right-wing connotations or something like that. I don't know. But like this guy will just say anything. It's genius.
Merch. Happy birthday, huge anus. An update for the group. Crisis in Plotland. Ramona Big Chungus has launched a military coup, and only you can stop it. Sign up to NordVPN and use the code Among Us.
They really got a Nord shill in there.
And save Plotland.
He doesn't even look happy. Like, he doesn't even know what he's saying, but he's like, yeah, it's 20 quid. I'll take it.
I want to wish you, Nathan, Harry, Lynn, Haraza, Grad, a great Pog Day. And I've got to tell you that Big Chungus sends his regards. And I've got to ask Nathan how his neighbour is doing. This comes from...
You literally know it's just a bunch of 14-year-olds that have organised this as well. It's so good.
Daniel, better known to you as Plub. Based on what? This is for Catherine, and it's booked by Big Chungus. I know that Bussy be so talented. It's doing cartwheels, but I don't care. Attention, all sussy gamers. Tuesday is dropping a dutty track, and I've got to tell you, it's going to be better than Brexit. Make sure to stream it all to your crewmates so we can find out who the imposter is. And Big Chungus is out. That you're 74% Indian. That's so pog. Jojo Ray flew on a Fokker 70 and ate a vegan sausage roll. Epic dub. I also just finished...
I swear, most people on Cameo read the message 30 times to make sure that they're not accidentally saying a slur or something. He just doesn't care. He genuinely doesn't care. Hello, huge anus. You're the sussy imposter from Among Us.
An anime binge with my G, Joseph Lenton. Ara, ara. Hi, I'm Nigel Farage, and you've got to listen to the new Blues debut EP.
We need to donate to his Cameo, and we need to make him say something like, "You've got to be rizzing me."
New old memories when it drops. It's going to be pogtastic. I said, certified UKIP, 7 days a week. Oxford vaccine, the EU looking weak and now at each other's throats. Yeah, you dealing with this Brexit success? We're going to get more haddock. We're going to get more cod from this Brexit success. Give me everything we've got for this Brexit success.
We're
playing this game called Warzone, where you're doing battle nightly against the Europeans. I want to congratulate you on your excellent work on your KD ratio in Verdansk and crushing people on European servers. Hello, King Alex. It's Nigel Farage here to wish you a Pogger's birthday. Your friends want you to have a great day with lots of Pog Vicroys. Have a great day. Hello, Chungus. It's me, Nigel Farage.
Imagine your mates organised for your birthday, Nigel Farage, and he just opens up, "Hello, Chungus."
Have a great day. Hello, Chungus. It's me, Nigel Farage. And I'm here to wish you a very happy birthday today and to thank you for another year of cracking chat. Hopefully I'll see you at the East India soon. We can have a few decent pints of bitter and some chatter together over a few beverages. And to play Mo Lester in pro clubs. Also, I hope your girls are doing well. Bit sus. This is British politician...
Bit sus.
Commentator Nigel Farage. Excellent meme.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hey, Malfoy hair alike.
Oh.
I know you liked my TF2 Pyro fan art. The difference between inflation and fat.
Oh, you made that one?
You said you read messages on Twitter, but that's a cap. Massive, inflated, fat lies.
That was your art. That was based.
England's 1966 World Cup winners. That was the only time we've ever won the World Cup, by the way. So Nike obviously wanted...
Yeah, I don't follow football, but I just know we're washed. Absolutely washed.
...to remind us that we were actually good at something once about a century ago. The important thing is that this has absolutely nothing to do with wokeness or the trans flag, and is actually a celebration of historical British victory, skill and patriotism.
I don't understand how football fans in the UK could be the worst on earth, but yet we just lose every time.
And the silliest thing is, the St. George's Cross on England's official football kit has been changed so many times.
Yeah, I was going to say, Georgia uses that flag, right? Hang on. Oh, wait, no, it's got the funny crosses on it.
And it wasn't even put on kits in the first place till 1998. 2004, they had this kind of reverse Danish flag. In 2006, they had this kind of red sword.
God, that was back with David Beckham, holy.
In 2010, they had these greeny blue crosses. In 2012, they had these light red crosses.
We have never had good kit. We have actually never had good football kit. Like, our kit actually sucks.
Etc, etc. No one gave a shit back then. But as soon as a minute...
We Germans used to change our flag as well. What did you change it to? You didn't reply. Curious.
stereotypically feminine color gets involved, all the football geezers start crying like little girls. How ironic. Realistically though, I think the main reason people suddenly care so much isn't because of the color. No, more so because they're all fucking bots being manipulated and controlled by the government, okay? The dudes that are the most upset over this are all the I escaped the Matrix type people. And I will happily give you a rundown on how they are the biggest Matrix control.
He's got like an ankle bracelet so he can't leave the compound. It's just on his little scooter. They did a Wojak. They did a Wojak of Andrew Tate. Okay, that's kind of best.
But before I get into that, this video is sponsored by Fume, an award-winning...
Change flag equals woke, Lamau.
Oh, go do it anyway. You know that dude Rishi Suck that, yeah? He doesn't want you pathetic working class commoners to debate, argue, or even look into the...
It's crazy how Rishi Sunak has looked the exact same his whole life. I think in that interview that just flashed up for a second, he was like in his 20s.
Real scummy bullshit. Him and his government are doing. Corruption.
The guy behind him
is at its all-time highest.
One thing a lot of people don't know outside the UK is we didn't even elect Rishi Sunak in. Because the Conservatives are still in power. They basically just keep swapping heads because they don't know like who to elect and no one wants the job. So Rishi like wasn't even elected.
In this country, which is insane. Economic decline is the worst it's ever been in recent times. Which
like everyone hates them at the minute, but they're probably going to get in power again. Because like some of Labour's manifesto is just terrible.
Which is insane. The unelected current government and the unelected House of Lords have giant investments in the businesses they control. Rishi Sunak and his wife...
There's a really good video that I watched, actually. I might watch it on stream, and it was talking about how the UK is a dump. And so when I vote, right, I don't really like to talk politics. When I vote for the BNP, the British National. No, I usually vote for Green Party. I just waste the vote and vote for them. But like I looked into it and like the Green Party are actually kind of like washed. Like they're messed up. Like a lot of the stuff they've done is like basically fucked us. Like for the houses they hold, constituencies and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to watch that maybe after.
Launder multiple millions.
Yeah, the BNP don't even exist anymore. It was a bit.
Of pounds every year through India, and to fill the monetary void, literally being left by...
I'm convinced though, if Rishi's wife is like an heiress to a billionaire, like if they use their money, the UK economy could actually be saved. Like when I saw this live debate that happened with like Rishi and Keir Starmer, I was just waiting for Keir Starmer to say, why doesn't your wife pay for it, Lamau? Because she pays like 0% tax at the minute in the UK.
By unelected lords drinking luxury champagne, the normal folk are expected to pick up the slack, meaning high taxes, yet mass failure of all the...
Yeah, UK tax is actually really bad. I was like, okay, the country's a shithole. That's because taxes are low, right? And it's like, no, taxes are high.
The stuff our taxes fund. Schools, healthcare.
Like I'm avoiding as much tax as I can legally at the minute, and it's still like it's pretty high. It's like 1%.
Public transport, private transport, anything we pay for. Oh, did I mention inflation? The country is in crisis, being plunged further and further down.
We're like the only country in Europe that's had like negative growth. Like we are becoming the PS5 library. It's crazy.
Black hole of greed and suffering, perfectly done.
Like the only reason I have not left the UK is because the amount of inflation here. You're asking me to stand up. Literally nothing. Nothing there. You guys asked me to stand up anytime inflation is mentioned, and there's nothing there. Ever. Nothing there. Oh my god. Echoes 2K. Best stylist ever made. I'm not gay. I would have sex with him. That's not gay. It's not gay at all. Alright. Alright, bro. I went to go piss. Hang on.
By a low-level dictator, and you're
Well, how much viewers dropped? Because I went for 20 seconds. There was actually a dip. There's no way. Do I actually have to play the video so you keep interested? That's wild. Attention deficit disorder.
About a fucking football t-shirt? How can't everyone see that's exactly what he wants? I mean, I don't know about you.
Was he doing like covering his hand with the camera thing?
What he wants. I mean,
oh my god. Millennial pause.
I don't know about you.
I am gone to the store for a few minutes, ABT best, and I come back to Geopold. Since when did Pyro get taste?
I've always watched Geopold. I followed him on Instagram and DM'd him saying your videos are good. I want to meet up with him.
About how somehow every single fucking party somehow fucked Britain up hard. Like, dude, the only economic productive place is London. London, imagine having London as your jewel. Also, the NHS killed MF Doom, legit hell.
You are parroting what you got from the Brit Monkey video, but yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how that isn't talked about. I do want to watch that video after this because that's a really good video.
A speech or national address from this geezer in months, until it's time to stoke the flames about some bullshit that will keep everyone divided and distracted from the fact that he's ramming a metaphorical serrated bread knife down our unprotected British assholes.
Well, look, obviously I prefer the original, and my general view is that when it comes to our national flags, we shouldn't mess with them, because they're a source of pride, identity, who we are, and they're perfect as they are.
Why did he auto-tune his voice? Did Geopold auto-tune his voice?
Oh, such a patriot. He's so proud of his national identity and Britain's flag. That's why him and his family generously pour their vast amount of tax payments into the Indian economy. That's right, having a teeny tiny tax percentage.
Yeah, they're literally...
You are my favorite thing to play in the background when I'm playing Grim Dawn. Thank you.
What's Grim Dawn? I'll give it the 10. Yeah, no, he's married. Basically, Rishi's like the richest prime minister by proxy we've ever had in the entirety of Britain, because his wife is like heiress to like a billionaire, and they're using the UK as like a tax loophole. So it's just
for the top 0.001% wasn't enough. Blood couldn't even pay that.
I don't know why Keir Starmer in that interview, like on live TV, didn't just turn around and say, "Oh yeah, could you actually like get your wife to pay, and we wouldn't have inflation anymore, Lamau."
Us that
I remember when he got asked by Piers Morgan, and this is Piers Morgan, by the way. Piers Morgan was asking Rishi, he was like, "Oh yeah, are you you know, you're quite rich, aren't you? You're minted." And then Rishi's just like he doesn't even nod. He doesn't even know what to say. It's like, you're allowed to say you're rich, you moron.
we should
You're allowed to state a fact.
care about a football shirt to show our patriotism. It's crazy
Bruh.
that we live in a time where a fucking oligarch can openly and obviously fuck our country.
I saw that interview and I was like, it's just the fact that they're like announcing tax pay cuts, and it's like, bro, you're married to a billionaire. Married to a billionaire.
But he makes one comment about the design of a 3-centimeter wide flag on the back of a polo shirt, and suddenly all the geezers...
I think the worst thing is as well, like conservatives help me out the most, because I'm in the, I earn more money, so I would be in a higher tax bracket, and conservatives actually help me save a little bit % of money every year, but I still never vote for them.
stand up.
I really want to get more educated in politics, I'll be honest. Because I never vote Labour, I never vote Tory, I just always waste it and vote Green. But after seeing like the video I'm going to show after this, it just shows that Green Party just sucks as well. Like, they're actually all awful. And then I think Lib Dems want to legalize weed as a cope to get all the kids to vote. But that's the worst thing, right? You got all the kids on Twitter saying Labour's the best and like they hate Tories, you know? And they never turn out to vote. They're too lazy. It's just like politics in the UK sucks, man.
Pub are calling him one of the good...
Like, you will never see more people vocal than like, you know, like 18-year-old girls on Twitter just saying how like Tory's the worst thing in the world, like Labour's going to save us. And then did they turn out to vote? No, I was smoking weed, Lamau, sorry.
Indians. It's such a classic British move, you know?
Like, if you control the old people in the UK, you basically, whoever controls the spice controls the world. But if you control the old people in the UK, you just get all the votes. That's why Brexit won, because they started like doing fear propaganda to all the old people. They're pumping out ads on Facebook being like, oh, all the immigrants are coming to take your jobs and take your home. And all Brexit did was make EU-based immigration worse, not outside the EU. So when I go to Sweden now to see my girlfriend, I got to queue up behind 20,000 people instead of 50 people. So it takes me like an hour to get through security instead of 10 minutes.
The government and the media sources they've indoctrinated are so good at keeping...
I go to border security when I'm not trying to get into Sweden, and they look at me with such disdain. Like it's my fault that we rescinded from the European Union. I think the only benefit of Brexit is like, when I go over to Sweden now and I like buy clothes and that, I can get the tax back because we're technically not part of the EU anymore. That's the only benefit. That's it.
Us idiots.
So I can like buy a phone in Sweden for cheap because I get the tax back.
About football t-shirts, about face-tuned photos of the royal family.
Oh yeah, that was awful. If anyone didn't see this, like someone in the royal family like had their face, they were edited. They basically posted a picture to show that they are okay. But the more you look at the picture, the more you can tell it was very obviously photoshopped.
Photos of the royal family, about...
And they literally admitted it afterwards as well.
Who went to a party in COVID. Just meaningless rubbish. It is literally the final step of the Roman practice divide and conquer. Step 1 is creating or encouraging division.
Vote Reform UK. You will see Vote Reform UK in every TikTok of a bunch of like... You'll see like Indian street food. And then you will see a boomer genuinely convinced that it's part of London commenting saying Reform UK. And then all the other comments are just people saying like, oh, where in Bradford is this? Like every single time.
Among the subjects to prevent alliances that would challenge the sovereign and disturbing forces so that they overpower each other. Step 2 is aiding and promoting those who are willing to cooperate with the sovereign. Step 3, fostering distrust and enmity between local rulers. Step 4, encouraging meaningless expenditures that reduce the capability.
I'm voting Reform. What side are they? I'm assuming they're pretty right-leaning, right? Because I always see old people comment it whenever they see someone that isn't white.
For political and military spending. And boom, they've been fucking us since
300
BC. Wait, who invented this shit? Oh, them fucking Macedonians. I knew it was all their fault.
Wait, Reform is Nigel's party? The sussy among us. How many parties has he been through? Oh yeah, he was in UKIP and they kicked him out, Lamau. That's like, oh my god, bro is starting like every party.
Because people say it is.
Is the UK as transphobic as people say it is? I don't know. Probably. I mean, when I did Insomnia, I had loads of people that came up that were trans. I think like 20 people in the out of like 1,000 people that turned up. I think like a couple dozen were trans, and a lot of them were like, yeah, I can't open up to my family about this, Lamau. I'm going to be disowned. Or like, I can't get the healthcare that I need. I can't get the estrogen that I need because there's like a shortage. So yeah, I think Rishi Sunak was like saying something about he only believes in like male and female, like biologically or something.